Hello, and welcome to the Range unit of the week. And today we're taking a look at the MH-60L DAP. The MH-60L DAP, which stands for Direct Action Penetrator, which is also coincidentally my porn name, is primarily used by the US Special Forces as a close air support helicopter for special operation missions. It's very similar in concept to the Huey gunship, where they just converted a transport helicopter into a makeshift attack helicopter. But for being a makeshift attack helicopter, it can carry a whole heap of armament: 30mm cannons, miniguns, hydro rockets, stingers, Hellfires, and even the door gunners with the miniguns are retained as well. It pretty much has enough firepower to give the A-10 a run for its money. In-game, the MH-60L DAP is a 65-point helicopter available to the United States of America, and it has 3 weapons. So you have 2 30mm cannons. These are the same runs which you get on the Apache. However, on the DAP, it is forward mounted, so the stabilization is quite crap. But you shoot pretty fast, which is not bad. We also have 2 miniguns which shoot even faster, because they're miniguns, so shorter range and not as good in the anti-armor role, because they can't do anything against armor. You also have stingers, 4 of them to be exact, as you have 4 shots, and these are the Mark C stingers, so you have rather good accuracy to boot. Up down to miscellaneous stats, you have no armor whatsoever, because you're no Hind D gunship. You have 6 HP, medium size, medium optics, a speed of 300 km an hour, poor stealth, as you're no stealth hawk. You have a fuel autonomy of 850 km, you're type restricted to motorized and airborne decks, and it's a prototype. So in battle, anti-helicopter helicopters such as this helicopter have a rather weird niche role, because on the traditional front line they don't really have much of a purpose. You have chaparrals, for example. They have better range, which allows you to shoot down enemy helicopters more efficiently, and if you try to use this on the front line, you're just going to get shot down by the enemy anti-air, so it's a bit dangerous. Anti-helicopter helicopters are really more suited for fighting on the far flanks on more open maps where they can use the openness to their advantage, trying to pick off enemy recon helicopters or enemy attack helicopters, which peek maybe a little bit too far deep into your front line. They also do have the benefit of being able to ward off those Trove Hinds which are coming towards you from the flank on the high rate of shield right at the start of the match for some reason. Why would they do that? Instead, anti-helicopter helicopter role for the US, you also have another contender, the OH-58. Compared to the DAP, there are 3 main advantages which the DAP has. The first one being its speed, which allows you to engage and disengage at your leisure. The second one being that you have more accurate Stinger missiles. And the third one, and really the most important, is the 2 extra HP, because the difference between 6 HP and 4 HP is pretty big on helicopters, as that 6 hit point allows you to survive more smaller anti-air missiles, such as Man-Patch, which can be quite critical when you're having to play so danger close towards the enemy front line to shoot off those bloody stingers. However, the OH-58 does have double the availability, which does mean something. You know, if you're conservative with your DAPs and not throwing them into the enemy Tunguskas, you won't really need that availability. But what makes the DAP a bit weird, however, are the other weapons, the 30mm cannons and the miniguns, because they're frankly just not really that useful. They require you to get way too close to the enemy units you're trying to blow up, mainly infantry and light vehicles, and it's already hard enough using rocket helicopters, that is, to provide close air support. Using cannons can be downright suicidal, especially on the more cramped maps. Really, the cannons and miniguns have the auxiliary role of trying to shoot down helicopters on the flank when you run out of Stinger missiles. They're really more of a self-defense weapon rather than an offensive tool. Overall, the DAP is a good anti-helicopter helicopter. It may not be as good or as useful compared to some of the REDFOR anti-helicopter helicopters, but you're gonna make do with what you got in the US of A. And well, I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been another Rank Rouge Unit of the Week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.